Hey everyone, Duke here, and today we are talking about XUR'S vendor roles for the weekend of September 24th. First for XUR'S location, he is in the Winding Cove on the EDZ. Starting with exotics for this week, XUR is selling Merciless, Shinobu's Vow for Hunters, Wormgod Caress for Titans, and Apothesis Veil for Warlocks. As always, if you're missing any of these exotics, get them, and if you like any of these exotics and don't have a good roll on the armor pieces, I would highly recommend all three of these, as quite honestly all three of these rolls are pretty decent, if not great. Starting with weapons, we've got the 7th Seraph Carbine auto rifle with auto-loading holster and Vorpal weapon. And this season, with auto rifles being the anti-barrier mod of choice, this is going to be a very solid option to pick up, and I'd highly recommend it. Next we've got Last Perdition with Under Pressure and Kill Clip. We've got a Whispering Slab with Killing Wind and Swashbuckler, which again, with bows being the overload option of choice this season, another good option to pick up here. We've got a Timeline's Vertex with Shield, Disorient, and Elemental Capacitor, a main ingredient with Moving Target and Backup Plan, Outrageous Fortune with Snapshot Sights and Rampage, and a Crowd Pleaser with Killing Wind and Quick Draw. Out of these weapons, I would definitely prioritize and recommend the auto rifle and the bow. For Warlock armor pieces, every single piece this week is over a 60 total stat roll, with a splattering of stats across the board. There's no super duper high stat roll in any of these four pieces, with the highest being 19 intellect on the boots, but if you're just looking to have a lot of stats in different places, then all of these armor pieces are going to be very solid for you. For Titans, we have similar looking armor pieces, again with every piece being above 60 total stats except for one, the boots being 59. Again, nothing super duper spiky, but we've got 18 intellect on the helmet, we've got 19 mobility and 16 discipline on the gauntlets. Some solid stats across the board, again nothing super like 25 plus on a single stat or even double 20 plus rolls, but if you need just a high amount of total stats on your armor pieces, something like this is going to be a very, very solid piece. Decent recovery, high intellect, decent discipline, high mobility. Couple good pieces here. And finally for Hunters, again we've got some similar looking pieces with a 62 roll on gauntlets with a splattering of stats across the board, a 62 roll on a chest armor. I like the high recovery on this one with 18 recovery. We've got a mask with 56 total stats, a little bit lower, probably wouldn't super recommend this, but 16 resilience and 16 intellect still isn't bad. And finally, leg armor with a high roll of 19 recovery and 16 discipline, another solid piece here. And that's all for this week's XUR vendor roll video. I appreciate your continued support, and as always, have a wonderful day.